So it is official that all Eidolons now drop arcanes, which will also be based on the variety of the hunts, the techniques, and I'm guessing the type of Eidolon killed. All of them now have a 100% chance of dropping arcanes, and with all this being put into perspective, how does it actually affect the gameplay, the market economy, or the fun factor in Warframe? Today on Warframe Explained, I will be breaking it down as a part 2 of our Warframe economic lesson so you see how this actually affects you if you are an average Warframe player. So until now, all Warframe arcanes could only be acquired by completing the trials. This creates a Warframe economic structure where those who do raids are the wholesalers of arcanes. You can even see them as the miners or the manufacturers of arcanes, if you see it that way of course. Now this also creates a fixed price for arcanes based on rarity and also the introduction of new Warframe items. This means if you want arcanes, you better learn how to join and do some raids or have a lot of plats because this is the only way you'll be able to get them. Now this new system is a so-called answer to the believed elitism in the Warframe market. Until now, only players who have the time or the plats to spare benefit from the effects of arcane system in the game, leaving a certain percentage of players or a certain percentage of the population without knowing what arcanes are or be able to own one. DE at this point have realized the problem and narrowed it out to time. For a usual law of retribution raid on speedruns, players can complete each raid in an average of 20 to 30 minutes. If you consider loading times as a factor, of course, this is the only way you will be able to get a lot of these items. Each tier list hunt at this point in time can be completed in just about 5 minutes or less. This means a player who has 1 hour to spare in the day can get about 11 arcanes instead of the usual 3 to 4 per hour. This also means any player who is able to join a tier list matchmaking can go for their 100% shot at their own set of arcanes. Basically, no more scarcity of certain arcanes in the game. But how does this affect those who do raids for arcanes? Those who base their economy and also their in-game wealth on the hard work of completing raids on multiple levels and different difficulties. Or most of all, how does it affect the Warframe arcane market? It affects the market in a big way if you must know. This means for every 3 arcanes farmed by the same player in an hour, there is someone else getting 11 of those at the same time with less effort. And by less effort, I mean they only have to kill the terrorists, and they also have their chance of getting these arcanes. This means scarcity of arcanes are reducing, and with a high supply of arcane comes the lowering of cost or the lowering of prices. One player cannot sell a set of some arcanes for 1000 plats because someone else might just sell theirs for 400 plats and also for a quick cash. This is bad and good in different ways. This means new, poor, or maybe casual players with less time to spare can also benefit from these resources. But on the other hand, this will crash the net worth of those who have been stacking or collecting arcanes to make a set and also make it their breakthrough for currency in Warframe. And while there are these things that are based on calculations of variations and a lot of those things, most of these players calculate and base their prices on calculation of variation plus time equals the cost. That is how they do a lot of this because JV takes a lot of hard work. JV arcanes are often a lot much higher and expensive than the Law of Retribution arcanes. And now they have someone competing for those items with less work. Now, people can no longer offer certain arcane sets for 3000 plats. Instead, they will have to compete with prices as low as 1000 plats. And while we do not have the exact calculation for rarity of each resource per eidolon or the variation in takedowns, it is fair to say that DE crippled the economy for those who survived by the trade. But on the other side, with those who couldn't afford 6000 plats to spare on arcane energized set or some other rare arcanes out there, this is a job well done from DE. So who really wins from this arcane market drop or the so-called arcane market crash? Well, we can say players getting the arcanes from eidolons are the winners of this. They will get more of these arcanes in less time, and for those who have farmed it up, those who have saved it up and completed the entire set, well, the winner of this in your own situation will be the fact that you have the sets. This also means you are the first responders and the first ones to offer these items in the market, which also makes you a rarity and also a gem to a lot of Warframe players. Now, except that you will have to go for the lower prices because now you have those who are competing for this, those who can farm this item in less time and also with less work. Tell me down below if you are affected by this change and how it has benefited you or crippled your Warframe wealth. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And as always, it is Dia signing out. I'll see you guys in the next one.